Hmm. Not late. I am not late. In fact, I'm a few seconds early. On the ball this Monday. Today is on the ball Monday. Awake, well rested, happy as a clam. Why are clams so happy? I've heard that expression my whole life. Happy as a clam. Don't know. Guess 'cause clams have a pearl? I don't know. Yeah. Except if they're headed for a clam bake, I wouldn't think the clams would be happy then. Anyway, too much to philosophize about. It's too early. Who have we got here? Let's see. Bum crack picker. Steven SS. SNS. SNS. What is the SNS for? Smart and savvy. Sugar and spice. Mr. Sadie, how far? Mr. Sadie, the half washer. Uh, man, that, tell you what, that power washer works, obviously. He sent me a picture of some of the stuff he was power washing. He said, can you tell where I stopped? And there was like a strip of sidewalk that was like beautiful, like newly poured concrete. And then the dark, dirty, I see two rees. What? I see a reel. Yeah, they're just cheapies. You buy stuff at the auction, you don't know how good a shape it's in because their pictures are so crappy. So I got two reels that are just beat up. They must have ridden around in the back of a pickup truck for a couple of years. They still work, but yeah, they're not pretty like new ones. Good morning, Anissa. Good morning, Fishing and Picking. Good morning, Lag. Good morning, Texas Val. Here we are, Monday, with nothing better to do than to listen to. Stephen called me a grumpy old man in Victoria's chat this morning. Dang, Stephen. It's true, but dang, Stephen. You didn't have to say it out loud like that. It's okay. It was funny. John Jones. You've been watching for years now. I don't think Todd is ever going to finish that can of Coke. No, that's not there to drink. That's there to expectorate. There's a big word for you. There's a big word for you. I remember, God, who was it? Walt Garrison. He was a Dallas Cowboy running back in the day. Walt Garrison. He's a cowboy. And he used to advertise for snuff. I forget which brand. Copenhagen or something. And somebody asked him one time, aren't you worried about the health side effects of using snuff? And he said, about the only bad thing I know about using snuff is once in a while you have to expectorate. Yeah, you don't want to swallow the stuff. He uses the same one all these years. Yeah, I know, and it's a yuck. Oh well. I've only been using snuff for what? I can't remember. 45 years? Using snuff, or it's using me. Wish I had all the money back I spent for snuff over the years. I be reach. I be reach. Yeah, if I'd invested all the money I spent on snuff and bought Amazon stock with it, I really would be reach. Uh, I mean, more rich. No, I'm not rich. Dang. Look at this stack of bills here, lag. Seems like every friggin' day I get another bill for, oh, Medicare's not going to cover that. You got to pay money. Why isn't Medicare going to pay for it? Dumb Medicare. Oh, you got deductible and you got, oh wait, but then, wait, your pump goes bad on your swimming pool. You got to pay for that. Oh wait, your roof went bad. You got to pay for the deductible on your roof. Yeah, I still use checkbooks. I'm old school, Land Shark. Well, some things like if you like most of the gold and silver online bullion dealers, if you buy a coin from them, they have a cash price, which also includes checks, or they have a credit card price, which is more. And even with the 1-2% kickback that you get from using your credit card, it's still not paying the difference. So it's actually a little cheaper in a lot of cases to use checks, like online bullion dealers. Good morning, Marky Mark. His music career didn't last long, did it? Mark Wahlberg. Marky Mark. It's Mark's fault in here as well. It's all Mark's fault. Blame it on Mark. He's got big shoulders. He don't care. Blame everything on Mark. Inflation, the economy, everything. No, no. Good vibrations. Gotta keep those good vibrations happening to you. Ooh. Always wanted to be able to sing like the Beach Boys, but nah. Are the Beach Boys still touring? They still are, I think. I saw a show by them. God, it's been like 40 years ago. Man, they put on a good show. It was a good show. Good show. Marky Mark song. Oh, I don't guess I've heard Marky Mark's version of Good Vibrations. Does it sound anything like the Beach Boys one? Yeah. Hey, Yellow Brick Road. What's going on? Do I know you? Do I know Yellow Brick Road? Anissa, do I know Yellow Brick Road? I probably do. Tamara? Is that a real band? Yeah. What are you talking about, Lag? Adam and Eve's new adult toy? Probably. Do I know Yellow Brick Road? Tamara, huh? Okay. Well, if we all know her, then I'm going to add her moderator. You just got wrenched by the old fart wrench. If I don't know, of course I should. But hey, when you get my age, you're allowed a lot of leeway. People who get away with stuff. Oh, Sally's waving at me in the blue room, green room. Should I let her in? She's just waving away. Oh, she just flipped me off. That was uncalled for. Well, no, it was called for because I was being an ass to you.
I got your attention though, didn't I?
Hmm. I saw you down there flipping me off. Free membership. Yeah, free membership cards. I've got a wrench on Sarcastic Mark's channel.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he allowed me a wrench. He groveled and thought about it a while and allowed me to have a wrench in his awesome show.
Wow.
He
Good
does
job.
a great show on Sundays about buying storage units. He's just and he's an all-around great guy. I think Mark and I can relate on so many levels because we're about the same age and IQ,
Yeah.
and we have a lot of things in common, like stacking silver and still making money after you retire from the job
Mm-hmm.
stuff. I tell you what, this reselling just about 2 or 3 times a week. I thank God I'm making money reselling because it's provided a lot of good things for me and mine.
Yeah.
And the
You're
few
able to go.
charities I give to, they're happy I'm a reseller.
You're able to go to different countries and stuff, and you know, travel around. That's really cool. That's what I want to do.
Yeah, I wouldn't be there's so many good things I've enjoyed because I'm a reseller. Like not being broke all the time.
I wish I would have discovered it a long time ago. That's my only um that's my only take back from it is that I
Oh
wish I would
yeah.
have done it a long time ago.
Me too, absolutely. I spent 4 years walking around on the concrete at Home Depot lifting mulch into the back of pickups and
Mm-hmm.
um, climbing ladders and just putting a hurt on my old man body.
Yeah.
Whereas if I'd started reselling 4 years earlier,
Yeah.
I tell you what, every month since I quit my part-time job at Home Depot, I've made more money than I did at Home Depot
Wow.
on a monthly. Yeah, without a fail, ever since
That's really cool.
I quit Home Depot, what, 5.5, 6 years ago, something like that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's really cool.
No, I didn't hear about a meteor. Sunday evening. I probably thought it was the outside cats knocking over crap.
Yeah, I haven't heard about it either. That's weird.
What, Anissa? Yeah. Well, I didn't discover reselling before I spent 40,000 on a bachelor's that I will
Um,
never use.
that that is for a lot of people, you know.
What is a bachelor's?
A degree.
Oh. Duh, 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 duh. I got
Hmm.
one of those.
Yeah.
I didn't know she was talking. I was thinking, in my brain, I went bachelor pad. What?
Oh. um, um, for anybody that sells clothing, we learned a new word the other day, and it was weird because me we weren't hanging out on the day that we learned the word, but me and Summer both learned the word on the day before we had a hangout, and it's called surplice. It means that it's like a wrap, like this would be what I would call a faux wrap dress because it's not a real wrap dress. It doesn't like
Wrap
it.
and dress.
It doesn't tie, or anything. It's
The wrap
connected.
don't tie, and I don't lie. Wrapping about the dress here. Wrap don't tie. Oh, sorry.
And so like it's connected, so it's not a real wrap dress. So it's called surplice, and it is coming up in the search um, as surplice. So it's a really good thing to put in your title, just so y'all know.
Does Snoop Dogg advertise wrap dresses? See
Uh,
what I did there?
yeah, I did. Good job.
Stupid old man jokes.
Yeah, it seems like there's new words all the time that I'm learning. Yes, written just like that, Maggie.
Surplice.
Surprise.
That's like you get a surprise when you splice two things together.
Yeah, kind of. That's kind of how it's spelled. Yeah.
Okay, lag. Several reasons. Uh, I was a band director. So, number one, I did, let's see, I was band director at more than 350 football games.
Wow.
That's work. That's real work.
Yeah, that does work.
Number two, a-hole administrators. Number three, a-hole cheerleader moms.
Yeah.
They always wanted the band to play something so that their little daughters could shake their little heinies at the football team. You gotta play this so the cheerleaders can dance to it. No, I don't. We'll play something that everybody enjoys instead of what your daughter wants to. Never mind.
Shake her ass too.
Number four, the kids just flat wore me out. Kids are great, and they're very rewarding, but they can wear on you.
Yeah.
There's always something new children can come up with to make things a little harder on you.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, I could go on and on and on, but and number five, my retirement money is enough to live on. So the part-time job at Home Depot and the reselling is the candy, it's the icing, it's the Christmas presents, it's the
Hmm.
travel, it's the
Hmm.
it's the unexpected medical bill payment. It's the um
Is that a thing, lag? My kids call me a boomer. Like they just think that's my generation.
You're a little young for the boomer
I
years.
know. That's what I said too. I said we are not the boomer generation. Sorry.
Actually, I'm old, but I'm kind of I'm not an early boomer. The baby boom started in what, 46, 47,
Yeah.
48, right around the early 50s, and I was,
Mr. Say says I already boomed. I already boomed. So let me look it up.
any film? Oh God. Um, yeah, I've got VHS tapes of a lot of my marching band shows and such like that, but haven't converted it to digital. I hope it's not all rotten. Those old videotapes are sitting in a
Uh,
cabinet somewhere underneath my reseller death pile.
I guess I'm Gen Y. Generation Y. No, Generation X. I'm Generation X. 1965 to 76.
Yeah, me and Mark are boomers. We got in on
Boomers
the boomer
are
generation.
46 to 64. So that would be Todd, right?
Yeah. I remember when I first started teaching, the band directors talked about, the older band directors would always talk about the influx of new kids that hit the school system because people were having babies and getting jobs. That was back when you could work a job, make a living, and have kids, and your spouse could stay home, raise the kids, and you
Yeah.
know, I identify with that show called The Wonder Years.
Mm-hmm. That's a good show.
Yeah, except he got Darla or Darlene or whatever her name was. I never got lucky enough to when I was young to get. No, you're not, Anissa.
Wendy.
I always boomed. Sadie, I imagine Sadie as being, when he was in school, I bet the school changed so many rules because of what Sadie did.
Because of what he did.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. Imagine there were times when students would pull pranks or do something at school, and then a rule got added to the student handbook the following year because of what a student had done the
Mm-hmm.
previous year.
Yep. I had some really cute dresses last week.
Doom, Sadie. Don't confuse it with boom. Uh, yeah. And Maggie takes care of herself. I need to get more exercise like Mark does. Mark's gonna live forever. Still plays basketball and
Mm-hmm.
lifts all that heavy stuff out of those storage units.
Yeah. A Sadie addendum added
Like
to the books.
serious. Sadie, has a rule ever gotten changed at your school because of something you did? I'm just curious. I'm just messing with you, Sadie.
You were an angel? I wasn't even an angel.
Golly, back when I was in school, in high school, there was a designated smoking area. There was,
Mine too.
if you were 16 years old, you were legal age to smoke.
We weren't. It was
Um,
18 at that time.
18.
Yeah. So they would tell us,
How
they would
long
tell
have
us,
you been
looks like
buying
you're
storage
smoking
units,
over
Mark?
here. We can give you a ticket. I never got a ticket though.
Just now starting a 30-year career. So you're gonna be doing your new career until you're 96, 97. Okay. Boys room. Yeah. Smoking in the boys room. I remember at the roller skating rink they would get on at least every other time I went to the roller skating rink, the rink owner would get on the intercom and say, "If you're not man enough to smoke in public out here, then don't sneak around in the boys' room and do it." Because I mean, at the time, smoking was allowed in the skating rink,
I think skating rinks need to make a comeback.
but yeah, the boys would meet in the boys' room and light up a smoke.
Gosh, Maggie, that's scary.
Yeah, my parents beat it into me. My parents had me on drugs. They drugged me to church. They drugged me to baseball practice. They drugged me to Boy Scouts. They drugged me to school. They drugged me to. They kept me and my brother so busy. They drugged me to music lessons. They drugged me to band practices. My parents kept us so busy we couldn't misbehave.
Yeah, see, that was the downfall of my parents because
They drugged me to church camp. I mean,
we just
it's
we
just
just had church and that was it.
oh God, they took us there. They drug us to. We used to do a high school musical. They drug us to those things. We would either play in the pit orchestra or be up on stage acting. Golly, rules for rules. Yeah, Pentecostals. Holy rollers. That's what we called Pentecostals. They're the holy rollers. They were a fun group though. Few times I've been in a Pentecostal church, nobody except perhaps in like a the church that Forrest Gump went to. They were they're good at expressing themselves in those kind of churches, but
Yeah,
Pentecostals are pretty close, man. They get up and
yeah.
Lord, hallelujah, amen.
hmm
It's different,
Yeah, it's real different.
and I've been to those churches. Cyber curtain twitcher in the house.
Hi, Cyber.
So, how's it going over there in merry old England? Merry old England. Us folks over here in the colonies sure do appreciate you giving us America a couple of hundred years ago. Yeah, yeah, they had good music. Give me that old time religion. Give me that old time religion. Give me that old time religion. It's good enough for me. Hallelujah. It was
I
good for
sometimes
Paul and
want to go to
Silas.
church, but I just don't feel like I can find one that that matches me,
Yeah.
for what I need. But I just probably need to get out there and try a few. But that's the kind of church that I would love to be at, is like Pentecostal, but also something that is very friendly um and accepting. I'm not going to try to act like I'm different or better or anything like that. And that's how I grew up, in a church like that. It was like a beauty contest,
Beauty contest.
and we were never the winners.
Yeah. Fortunately, we had a pretty good church. I mean, a lot of my
Yeah.
a lot of my longtime friends came out of one of my oldest friends. His we graduated high school together, but before that, when my parents moved us to our small town there in Texas,
Mhm.
um, his mom ran the church nursery, and we were in the nursery together
Oh,
when we were both just babies.
yeah.
So I've known him, I've known Charlie since we were less than 2 years old. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Do they
Well,
do
I
that anymore? Do they keep do churches have nurseries where the babies go so
oh yeah.
they
Oh
don't
yeah.
scream during the services?
Mhm.
But a lot of people bring their babies into the services anyway.
Yeah.
That got to be a whole lot more acceptable
Right.
the longer time went on that just bring everybody into the service.
Right.
If they scream and holler, it's just them praising God or whatever. Anyway,
I got me another desk right here.
non
I have
denominational.
completely cleaned and um completely rearranged my whole work area, except this part. This part I haven't really touched yet on, but I did get a desk from my friend, and it's got a secretary's desk on it, and so I'm using this area to work on my receipts and my book. Um, keep track of reselling stuff, and then it's got drawers in it and stuff. Um, so I got it going on here. I got we got a new modem and a router the other day from the cable company because we needed to upgrade. So got that all done, and seems like it's working out the way I got it, and it's not as cluttered, so I can it's not as cluttered, so you know I can concentrate better and not have as many distractions. So yeah, you don't have to go to church just to have a relationship, or be spiritual. You can do that from home, but that is the only reason why I would go to church, is for the singing and stuff, because I enjoy that.
Yeah.
I know
When
all the songs, I know a lot of scriptures. I know a lot of stuff like that. So, and there's some preachers that really have a different way of preaching, and sometimes I enjoy that part of it too.
Yeah. I sure didn't enjoy going to the cathedrals of Europe. They're just spectacular monuments.
Beautiful, huh?
Yeah, gosh. Just like, but that was back in the day when churches were an entire country would be one recognized religion,
Mm-hmm.
and in Europe mostly Roman Catholicism, and
Mm-hmm.
like places like the Notre Dame Cathedral are just spectacular to visit. Um, and yet, when you ask the people there, how many people show up for a regular weekly service, they say, oh, maybe 100. And there's this
Wow.
huge, gigantic cathedral. But yeah, when there was state recognized religion in Europe, they kind of forced people into giving money to the church.
Hmm.
And so these great cathedrals were built different times. It's amazing how religions changed for the
I don't think religion changes. I think people change and
yeah.
they start, kind of incorporating different things in their life. But I don't think a religion actually changes. I think it's society and the people that change. I don't know fishing and picking. Um, I never really watched Joel Olstein and I don't know who Greg Locke is. I know who Joel Olstein is, but I don't know who Greg Locke is.
Yeah, I mean, I think I heard a preacher say this one time that a lot of people say that the main goal of having a church is to convert more people to becoming their religion, but the preacher said no, it's actually not. The real purpose of church is for fellowship of the
Community.
people. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I thought that was pretty smart. If you don't
And,
like the people you go to church with, you should probably not be in that church.
right. Right.
Or if you do like the people of a church, then you should probably go to that church. So yeah,
Yeah.
what you're saying there, Maggie, is I totally agree with. It's a community.
Mm-hmm.
It's like us here on reselling stuff. We got a lot in common,
Right.
and there's some smart people on here. Not Sally or me, but there's a lot of smart people we learn from. That
Thanks, Todd.
oh no, you're smarter
I'm
than me,
smart in
man.
my own way. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I think the advent of the interwebs and being able to communicate so easily uh, also makes being and participating in a lot of things we used to do, not just church, but like almost you could almost include anything like a bowling league. I don't know anybody that goes and does bowling leagues like they used to do. And they didn't do it just for the bowling, they did it for the fun and the fellowship. Yeah. You were out there making a little money instead of going to all the services. Give Todd the number. She already did once this morning. mean, I enjoy this community here. Facebook groups are good. I made some long-lasting relationships on YouTube, like Cyber Curtain Twitcher over here, and oh gosh, been 5 years ago now. We took a trip to Great Britain, and we actually did a meetup with Cyber and his wife. They were wonderful people. His wife is especially nice. Cyber, The Church of eBay. Resellers Church, probably.
Picker Church.
Well, they just called it that because it was on Sunday. It wasn't. They didn't. They didn't talk anything about.
Yeah, it wasn't church for.
It was just reselling and talking about stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
That's funny, fish. That's funny. Rat.
That's true, though. I remember Dad and Mom were always, except for the preacher and the church staff, we were pretty much always the last ones to leave the parking lot because Dad and Mom so enjoyed standing around and talking after church service. I mean, we'd go outside and play on the church lawn for at least 30 minutes until Mom and Dad got through. We probably got in more trouble right after church was over with than almost any other time. I remember on a hot summer day, we would go out to the car. My brother and I and our friends would get in in a car, roll up the windows, and play Burnout. Whoever could last longest in a hot summertime car was the winner. We did some stupid stuff.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Been there, done that.
Well, they had ropes and pulleys and just getting the stones from all those churches were built out of hewn stone. Yeah, sheesh.
We love you, Mr. Sadie.
What's going on here? What's going on here?
Larry's telling us how much he loves us.
Yeah, actually, I haven't been to church in a couple of months.
Yeah.
In fact, the last time
usually go to a Pentecostal one.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm Baptist.
Baptist. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm one. I think all religions are basically the same.
Yeah, I mean,
which is weird, but that's just I think there's one God, and I think people had to do what they had to do to make themselves feel comfortable, and so that's why they came up with all kinds of religions.
Yeah. There's an old joke about Church of Christ people that goes, you know, the guy goes into heaven. Saint Peter takes him on a tour of heaven,
Mhm.
and says, "Here's the Baptist. They look good in the front, but stink in the back. And here's the Methodist, and they're just all around happy, happy, happy. Here's the
Mhm.
Pentecostals. They're just singing and shaking their arms, and then there was a group of people that were totally separated with a curtain,
Mhm.
and uh, and the guy asked Saint Peter, "Who's that over there?" He said, "Shh, that's the Church of Christ folks. They think they're the only ones up here."
That's funny.
Because really, if for a long time when I was a kid,
Mhm.
um, most of the Church of Christ people really thought if you didn't believe the exact same way that they did about
Mhm.
Christianity, then you were a sinner and you were going to the other place.
Yeah.
But
And
times
I
have
also
changed.
learned that there's like two different levels. Are you talking about Church Latter Day Saints?
No,
Latter
church.
Day Saints?
Oh, what?
Oh, it's different, huh?
Yeah, Latter Day Saints is totally different than Church of Christ. Yeah, no, no,
Okay.
they're not the same. No, no.
But they think that too.
Church
They're,
of Christ is
they're
almost exactly
Mormons,
like
right?
Baptist. Yeah.
They're Mormons. Mormons, I think, believe that they are the only ones that's going, and and it depends on how you do with your um basically promoting more Mormons is where you're going to go, because there's like a high heaven and there's a low heaven and then there's hell basically.
Hmm.
And so if you go around and try to promote the church and stuff like that, then you go to the higher heaven. I don't know. I think it just is, I think people do a lot what they they do a lot to, try and get to the higher church, but I
Hmm.
I believe a lot of different stuff than most people believe.
So yeah. Okay. Time to talk about politics. We got religion out the way.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to tell people to believe that. I don't know. And my brother is a Baptist minister, so I don't know.
No. Mr. Sadie says we were taught oneness was wrong. What does that mean? That like one religion is going to heaven, or how you mean that? Give your PayPal out, Todd, for the collection plate. That's funny. That's funny right there.
Yeah. We I think I don't know.
Oh, I see. I see what you mean by that now. Yeah, we were taught. that are taught in the Trinity. But I don't know how I believe any of that. I'm not sure about any of that. So that's just the way I was raised. But there's I just try to be true. I try to be true to other people. I try to be true to myself. And, you know, hopefully God likes that. Hopefully it'll be, something to where I can go and see my, you know, the people that I've known and grown up with and stuff, and my mom, and hopefully I can see them when I die. But everybody's just pretty much doing either what they were taught or doing what they believe and trying to do the best they can.
Yeah.
I feel like as long as you're not corrupting other people to do bad things, I think you're gonna be all right.
All right. On a different note, what's the stock market doing?
Ugh, my coffee tastes like shit today.
Uh, stocks are up slightly, just slightly.
I go lag.
Sally, the upside down pastor. Let's see.
Hi, Nashana.
What else is going on? I've got 11 packages going out today.
11? You beat me, dang it.
Actually, I have 10 packages because one customer ordered 2 of the same thing.
Good job. You still beat me. I only had 6. But okay, Nashana.
Send me something, Nishana. I feel left out now.
Huh?
I told Nishana to send me something. I feel left out now.
You don't want nobody.
Karen,
So
you missed all the talk about religion. Dang, you missed out.
um yeah, I had a bunch of trouble with my account this weekend, and it seemed like it greatly affected my sales. Like there was a couple of days there, Friday and Saturday, I think, that I wasn't getting any offers or able to send anything, and it was like really screwing me up.
Actually, we actually weren't talking about religion. We were talking about churches, the different churches. So you're right, Lag. Doodaloo doo doo.
Gotta get some of this listing done.
So, Sally, is it better that I started the show this morning instead of you?
Yeah, yeah.
Gives you a minute to get done what you need to do so that you
Mhm.
can.
Yeah, and I woke up late today, so I woke up at 6. I'm complete. My schedule is completely turned around now, so I go back to work this week on Wednesday, and so if I'm gonna have to rearrange my sleep schedule, which I think I should probably take a nap today if I can. I should probably take a nap and then wake up later in the evening and then start working until tomorrow afternoon and then take a sleep, you know. I don't know. I don't know if I can switch it around now. It's so hard.
I
It's hard
gotta.
once you get going on it.
I talked about it on the show before. Sorry, change the subject.
No, that's fine.
Squirrel.
Yeah.
FedEx. You know that $300 goggle cabinet they destroyed?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Hello, FedEx customer. FedEx values your business. We received your claim request for the shipment referenced above, and we are issuing a check in the settlement of the claim.
Good.
But wait, our liability is limited to $100 because a higher value was not declared on the shipment. What?
Why did you do that?
Why did I do what?
Did did you
I sent them pictures, information, downloads
so you did
about how
a
I reimbursed the customer $390 for the cabinet and the shipping. I sent them all this information. But because when you make a FedEx shipment, I suppose there's some place that you're supposed to put
yes, a
the
declaration.
value of the item.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose I didn't do that.
I would try to talk to somebody in customer service.
The settlement includes the adjustment to transportation charges due to the incentive allowance. So I guess they're going to send me a check for $100 plus
I would
some
customer service.
of the shipping charge or all of the shipping charge.
Um, did you do insurance?
I don't remember.
Well, Todd, if you're only getting does FedEx only do $100 with your with $100 reimbursement with
I guess their maximum is $100 unless you specifically state when
uh
when you're filling out the shipping label
mm-hmm.
somewhere. I don't know. I'm going to have to
Yeah.
next time I have an item that goes FedEx for more than $100,
Yeah,
I'm going to have to look on there and see.
for sure. Yeah, that's important.
Yeah, I guess I messed up. So anyway, I
Um,
guess I'm going to get a check for $100 plus some or all of the shipping.
well, that's better than nothing, I guess.
Well, and that in actuality, that will, because let's see, I think the cabinet originally cost me like $40. So I will still be, even though the value of the cabinet was a lot more, I will still, once I get the check, make a little bit of money off of the sale.
Yeah. Yeah, and Shauna, as long as, like Mr. Sadie says, as long as your shipping address that you're shipping to goes to California or whatever, it goes in the United States, that's that's all you're responsible for. So if you get a return on that item and they say, "Oh, we're shipping it from the UK," no, that doesn't work. You're not responsible for that. So if they would have to send it from wherever they're at to back to LA or whatever, and then they would have to print out the label and ship it from there to your place. That's what
So,
they would be responsible for.
no, they didn't say anything about insurance in here. They said our liability is limited to 100 because a higher value was not declared on the
Yeah.
shipment. Um, And that's got not much to do with. They didn't say anything about insurance. In
Yeah,
fact, I
that's
probably didn't
kind of messed
insure
up.
it because um, because I've had that cabinet for like 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
Uh, let's see. What kind of cabinet was it? It was a steel cabinet that you like in a laboratory, like in a school where a lot of people share the lab goggles. Um, you put the goggles inside the uh, the cabinet, and there's a light. What do you call it? Infrared, not infrared. The sanitizing light. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm. Like a
Anyway,
UV.
UV, yeah. UV light kills any germs that are on the goggles, right? So the next class can come in after they've been in the cabinet for a little while and use the same goggles.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, no, not a grow
Oh
cabinet.
yeah,
But it could be. It could
yeah.
be.
And I packed
Sometimes
the
they turn them into that because they got the UV light and all that in there already.
I
And that's
packed the
where,
hell out of it. I went to the lumber yard and bought. Well, you see
yeah,
that silver
yeah.
insulation pad? It's like 3/4 inches thick. I wrapped the cabinet in that, and then I
Mhm.
double boxed it and sent it on its merry way, and it still got destroyed. That took it took me a long time to cut all those pieces of insulation foam, and
Mhm.
no, not a grow cabinet.
It can be though. That's what the the cabinet that you're talking about. There's a lot of people that redo those and they turn them into grow cabinets because they already got the light and everything in there, and that's
Oh,
what they use to grow marijuana with.
I do need to stay with smalls. Absolutely, Nishana. But I keep buying big, heavy stuff.
I don't know how they damaged it,
Stinking.
man. They,
How did they I don't know. It's a steel cabinet.
yeah,
Had the foam insulation.
they
And
probably just
man,
bounced it off the truck or something.
it was dented. It was bent out of shape. All the lights on the inside of it were broken.
And well, you need to like put a mental reminder that if you ever ship anything big with FedEx, that you put that declaration on there. I remember doing that on several things that I've shipped in the
Yeah.
past with FedEx, and
Cyber asked, how on earth did they damage it? And Nishana says, uh, they damaged it because he sent it. I'll tell you what, in all the years I've been reselling, FedEx has damaged more stuff than the post office has.
hmm
And I ship 10 times more stuff with the post office. Of course, the only thing I ship with FedEx is generally the bigger, heavier stuff.
hmm
So I suppose that's easier to damage.
yes, and I was surprised because like anytime that I ship with had to ship with FedEx, I was shipping these big machines and stuff, and um, if I had to ship with FedEx, I made sure that I put the freaking insurance on there because I was like, oh, they're probably gonna freaking throw this off the back of the truck. And
UPS is the
so
same.
yeah, I don't generally ship with FedEx.
I don't
Unfor-
have a FedEx guy. I pack it up and I take it to the Dollar General store who takes FedEx drop-offs.
Oh, wow.
Sadie.
That sucks, Mr. Sadie.
Oh
You didn't
no.
get a shopping trip out of it, huh?
And don't forget to bring your pickup.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, when I'm out sourcing or buying from the auction, I do try to stay with small, but some deals like those pizza making machines, they still made money, but God, they were monsters and
yeah.
heavy
Mhm.
monsters. Good thing I was able to sell them
Yeah.
local
That's
pickup only.
that would have been a pain if you had to ship something like that. That would have
Yeah,
been awful.
I probably put fragile on the package. That's why I got beat to hell.
Yeah, no fragile, okay? No
Bye,
fragile.
Cyber. Have a great day.
Bye, Cyber.
He said he's coming for a visit sometime soon.
Well, that's nice.
I don't know whether he meant he was going to visit our other American friends or if he's coming to Texas.
I don't know. Um, oh, Beth asked me earlier if Valerie's coupon ever worked. Have you had any glitches this weekend, Todd, with eBay?
I've never used coupons.
No, with anything.
Mm, no,
You didn't have any issues with eBay?
no.
Because man, I was having issues with shipping the other day. I was having issues sending offers to likers. I was having an issue receiving offers. I was having an issue with um, my
Right,
drafts.
Sadie?
It was horrible. And as far as I know, the coupon did not work for Valerie yet. I have not talked to her this morning though, except for maybe texting a little bit back and forth. Are we done for today, Todd? We got
Oh,
work to
is
do
it
tomorrow.
time? Yeah, it's time.
We got work to do today.
So, thanks everybody for coming. We had a good crew show up in the side chat.
Yeah. Thanks for hanging out.
We got all the world's religious problems solved, and it's almost a good thing we have politics now, so everybody will quit
That sucks.
discussing religion.
Yeah. That sucks, Beth.
Let's check the stocks one more time. Oh, get them, Jenny. Those evil cats out there.
Get on, Jenny.
Oh, we have a mixed market. Standard and Poor's is down a little,
It looks
and
orange.
the Dow Jones is still holding on to a small gain. All right, folks.
Yeah.
We're gonna see y'all tomorrow morning. If you want to
All
come
right.
again, I
Have a good
promise we
day.
won't talk about religion tomorrow. We will talk about how intelligent Sally is.
That's right.
That's right. Bye.
Get your IQ tests.